The music heard by millions, the true story of the Von Trapp family singers, who inspired the sound of music, by Alexa Abreu. Becoming a family. In 1926, Maria was becoming a Catholic nun in Salzburg, Austria. The Reverend Mother Abbess called Maria and told her to leave the abbey for a little while to go and take care of Captain George von Trapp's daughter Maria, who remained weak after having scarlet fever. Captain George von Trapp's wife Agatha died from scarlet fever after she nursed their daughter Maria back to health. Maria was told she would be gone from October to the next June. Following the will of God, she would never go on to becoming a nun. Rather, she would become mother to 7 children. Getting to know the family. After George married Maria, they had 3 more children, Rosemary, Eleanor, and Johannes, for a total of 10 Von Trapp children. The 12 members of the Von Trapp family all had a love for music, and it turned into a profession. They toured Europe until they felt the pressure of World War II, when on March 11, 1938, Chancellor Schulzschnig stated over the radio, "I am yielding to force, my Austria, God bless you," followed by the national anthem. The BBC reported the shock felt around the world.
Diplomatic circles throughout the world were taken by surprise this evening when Herr Schulzschnig, the Austrian Chancellor, handed in his resignation and that of his government.
In September 1938, they fled from Austria to America, pursuing the American dream. They only had little money, their very important instruments, and the willingness to overcome obstacles like learning English. Within a short time, they began performing in concerts. They toured all over America with Father Wassner, who was their priest from Austria and conductor of the Trapp family singers. The concert had 5 parts. The first part, sacred music from the 16th and 17th centuries. Second, music played on ancient instruments. Third, madrigals and ballads. Fourth, Austrian folk songs and mountain calls. Fifth, English and American folk songs. They toured from 1939 to 1956. They performed in over 2,000 concerts in 30 countries and sang in over a dozen languages. The members played one or more of the following musical instruments: violin, fiddle, mandolin, harmonica, guitar, accordion, cello, clarinet, viola da gamba, piano, recorder, and spinet. Planting roots in Stowe, Vermont. They all agreed to get a farm on land in Stowe, Vermont that reminded them of Austria. All the Trapp family members helped to build the house, and there were many challenges along the way, like when a skunk sprayed the entire inside of the house, or like when the roof fell in during a renovation. In the end, they all succeeded. The purchase of the farm would lead to their next adventure, hosting summer camps on a former civilian conservation camp. Summer camp. The Trapp family hosted a 10-day-long summer camp where attendees learned easy to complicated musical literature, sang, told stories, read out loud, played games, and danced. The summer camp lasted 12 years and concluded in 1956. The history of the Von Trapp family, performing for 40 years, including Baron Captain George von Trapp's decorated World War I achievements and the family's flight from Austria due to the pressures of World War II, led to The Sound of Music, which has been estimated to have been watched by 2 million people worldwide. One of the similarities are the father sings Edelweiss in the movie, and it turns out to be his favorite flower. One difference is that the children's father, Captain George von Trapp, wasn't mean. He was sweet, loving, kind, and caring, and I think everyone should know this. Today I have a special visitor, Johannes. He's the youngest of the Trapp family. He was born in 1939 when the family was on tour. He's living in Stowe, Vermont today. Johannes is the president of the Trapp Family Lodge. Thank you for joining me to answer some questions about you and your family.
Because of the things your family had to go through, including leaving Austria, what important values did they teach you?
Well, that's a very good question. And I think what I come away from that with is that it's important to do the right thing, that material matters don't matter as much as the spiritual and moral values, and that you're happier in the long run doing the right thing than doing necessarily the easy thing.
Now I'd like to talk about touring. Were you able to go on tour with your family?
Yes, I was. When I was just a tiny baby, I'm not sure I was ever tiny. I guess I weighed 9 pounds, 10 ounces when I was born. But when I was a little baby, there was a crib in the back of our bus hanging from the roof rack or from the ceiling rack. And I was in that. And maybe that's why I never get car sick or seasick. Then I started singing with the family when I was quite young. And I've recently looked at a program from a performance that we gave in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And under sopranos, I'm listed. It's Eleanor von Trapp, Johannes von Trapp, first sopranos. That was before my voice changed, of course.
Now I would like to talk about music camp.
All right.
Okay. What did you do during the summer music camps?
It depended, you know, the music camps went for 10 years. And so for part of that, I was pretty young and didn't do much. But as I got older, I helped out in various parts of managing it and singing with my family. And it was a lot of work.
I enjoyed talking with you and thank you for your time. Thank you, Johannes, for helping me on my project.
Well, you were a great pleasure to talk with, and I hope your project turns out better than you expected.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Resources for this project include the audio recording from archive.org, the book The Story of the Von Trapp Family Singers by Maria Augusta Trapp. Images and website resources are with expressed permission for use from the Von Trapp family through vontrapp.org. A special thank you to my mom for helping me edit and Johannes for letting me interview him.